Peace, y'all. What is going on, world? Happy Friday. Welcome to another episode of Substantial Weekly. Of course, my name is Substantial. Welcome to the channel. I hope y'all are doing well. First and foremost, man, let me just say this out the gate. I hope y'all had a wonderful holiday. I hope everyone who celebrates Thanksgiving had a good time with their family. And those of you who also understand the country we live in and a lot of the mess around how we even got here, took time to acknowledge, and pay respects to those who made the ultimate sacrifice. You know what I mean? So a lot of us could be here against their will. On top of that, so I just wanted to start the show with saying that, man. I know that day for me is always tricky. Like I love spending time with my fam, but absolutely is like I do not forget, you know what I mean, why we're here. And I find it interesting too. I know we starting the show. I was like, yo, I'm just out the gate with it. Just get this out the way. But I find it interesting always when you hearing people like, yo, get over it, saying stupid stuff. It's like, fam, you're literally celebrating a holiday which exists because folks are trying to remember why we're so like, remember this, but forget about that. So yeah, man. So hopefully you had a great day with your loved ones and stuff, but also remember how we got here to begin with for those of you in the US. But regardless, peace to everybody. Welcome to the show. Be sure to hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. And if it's your first time, make sure you let us know in the comments. But take a minute, shout out. Hey man, something that has never happened before. I think like the first people to join the chat today were the ladies. You know what I mean? Clap it up for all the ladies. Shout out to Steph, Luna Bunny, Happy Mochi came in strong, like holding it down. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I should have had some Beyonce queued up for y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I missed my opportunity. But shout out to everybody. A shout out to Chi-Town Warrior, aka what was it? Man, you've gone by so many names. I'm debating on which one to call you right now. I know you changed it like mad times. Mugen, man, what's the other one you had, bro? You had a different one. I forget, man. But shout out to you, bro. Welcome. Nice Afro. Shout out to you. Josh is in the building. What up? What was it? Veep Maker. What up to you as well? Or the EP Maker. And Happy Mochi says we went to the African American History Museum yesterday, so it was a good day of showing love and reflection for the past and present. There you go. Yes, indeed. Ladies first. Oh, I see what you did there, Steph. Shout out to my Queen Latifah fans. If you got the reference, you got the reference. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, man, we got a lot to cover today. But today is going to be amazing for a lot of different reasons. One, it's always an amazing time chopping it up with y'all. But two, it's also going to be amazing because, I don't know how it sounds to y'all. And let me know if it sounds great. I was talking to Tone earlier. He didn't say it sounded bad. So that's a good thing. But I fixed my my podcast machine, man. Like, I don't know how many screws this thing came with, but I took every one of them out, opened it up, reattached the power supply, fixed the issue, and so we're back. So if it sounds good today, just know that my hands were on fire. My fingertips were trash for like 2 days. But I got it to work. You know what I mean? And I'm happy I was able to save some bread in the process, Hey, oh, wow. So out the gate, man. This is what we doing. Sis, I appreciate you so much. Yo, shout out to Happy Mochi, who is an awesome person for a lot of different reasons. But some of the reasons she's awesome over here in our world is because she's always supporting the channel. She's a member here of the channel. She also set up our Discord. And now she gifted 5, substantial memberships because, she just felt like very generous today. And, we're all here receiving said blessings. Thank you, sis. I appreciate it for keeping me in mind off these polls. Thank you. Let's get right to it, man. I'm gonna just bring the homie in and stop delaying this any further. Watching him get adjusted. Wait for it. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, my brother from another mother, Tonedeff.
What up?
Yeah.
How's
Tony!
Happy day of rampant commercialism. You know what I'm saying? Happy day of paying actual price for something You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
They always be like, "Yo, discount." The truth is, this is what shit actually cost.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Super
happy
real.
day of getting face value on a gift. Shouts to everybody. Thank you for having me here.
Yo, funniest comment today. Polls are safe for another week.
There we go. There we go.
Me take the comments off your face. You know what I mean? So, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Full disclosure, I may have mentioned this earlier, but I had a great Thanksgiving. I had a Friendsgiving yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I live away from my family, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
had a Friendsgiving, and yeah, I think I'm pretty much still inebriated from the night before. Had a lot of rum. You know what I'm saying? A lot of uh, strange liquors from foreign lands. And a lot of food. So I'm good. I'm having some coffee. I had some Excedrin, so I'm already pre-treating my hangover. And my coffee mug says, "Existence is pain" with Mr. Meeseeks. So,
Okay, all right.
There we go. So I'm good, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, so shout out to you. You know, I feel like, when you drink one day and we're drunk then, and then you wake up, semi-drunk the next day, and you're with a friend who doesn't drink, it's like balance, right? Like
Yes.
it's like you did it for me. It's like I did enough so that you didn't have to, sir. You know,
Oh no,
God bless
100%.
you.
Like we exist on the yin and the yang right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm dressed in all black. You've got every color of the rainbow on. You know what I'm saying? And
Don't let anyone
balanced.
tell you I'm not an ally. Go ahead.
You are a true ally.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah,
Going
man,
hard to paint.
it definitely is good to be with somebody who will hold your hair up when you're vomiting into the toilet.
I mean, listen, man, I'm happy to help. Happy to help. Just don't get any on my sneakers. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Yo, I wanted to before we jump all the way into it, man, I wanted to I feel like there's a couple things I wanted to talk to you about today. But first and foremost, man, like, how do you feel this year has been like for music? You know what I mean? Like, as you know, I mean, I know you listen to everything. I definitely, yeah. You listen to more a wider variety of music, definitely, than me, and most people I know. So, like, not just hip hop. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. But how are you feeling about music this year in general?
I feel like there's a lot of cross-pollination happening right now, and I love that. What up, Steph? I see you. Love you. Yeah, it's to the question, I kind of feel like we're hitting our stride musically, just like in the country, in the world. I kind of feel like things have been coalescing to this point where everybody who has listened to everything on Spotify, because the playlists are being served up the way that they are, like, people aren't just kind of stuck on one thing. And the genres are starting to blend in a way that are like interesting and unexpected, like when you look at how K-pop has proliferated in the past, like, 5, 6, 7 years or whatever. I had to do it. The way that K-pop operates is like it's 8 genres in one song. It's constantly changing. You know what I mean? And I think that that's a reflection of people's listening tastes. And when you look at where music is now, it's kind of like that genreless approach that I've been championing this whole time. Like, my whole career is like really starting to take hold. Like, people really want all the genre, like, all the time, and songs can go all the different places. So, like, I'm happy about that. Like, in terms of hip hop, I'm definitely seeing some like boom bap resurgence. Like, a lot of that revivalism is happening again. But this happened in like the early 2000s. Like when Little Brother was coming out, and like, that whole wave was coming back. There's a lot of that.
Yeah.
So motherfuckers is like trying to rap again.
Yes.
And I'm like, we're doing this again. Sweet.
Right.
I know how to do this.
Right.
So I'm kind of excited to see where that's going to go. But like, just like it was in the early 2000s, the revivalism, it starts to become a little rote, and so, I feel like we're going to hit a wall, and it's just going to be like 2 more years of just drumless stuff. And
Oh my God,
we'll
bro.
see. We'll see how it goes.
My heart dropped. I got a little sad just now. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah. And look, and like, I'm not hating. I'm just saying, you know how it is with the genre. It's like people just get on a wave and they just to death, and they just like
bro.
overdo it, bro. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
It makes me think of when, like, who was the first rapper to have like an energy drink? Was it like Pimp Juice or something? Was it Lil Jon or somebody else? Whoever did it.
Wait, I was gonna do the fucking rolling Tropic Thunder guy. What was it? Pacino? Booty Juice.
Yeah, man. But dude, like, this is like just like with, like, you know, Jay-Z with the Reebok deal, and G-Unit with the sneakers and stuff like that. It's just like, yo, here come one, and then you already know if that goes well, like the floodgates, right?
Yeah.
Like, we've been in this time for a while. I mean, it's always how it's been. Like, you know, one person sees success doing a thing, and then here comes everyone else. Like, oh, we can do that, so let's do it. And yeah, man, it's just weird. Like of course, I'm happy to hear like the sound, you know, and it's like, yeah, we're returning to a particular sound, but at the same time, there's like new things being introduced to it, which I kind of dig.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, seeing people really rap again, which is always weird to say, because it's just like a lot of us never stopped rapping. So, it's just like, okay, just tell me you weren't listening without saying you weren't listening. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, it's just weird, bro. It's weird. So it's like you want to be happy, but cautiously optimistic. That was a long-winded way of saying that. That's where I'm at. Yeah.
Same. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, man. So, you know, try to make the most of it while folks care again. You know what I mean? But I appreciate your feedback on it. I do love a lot of what we're seeing with like the collaborations between like artists in different genres, and not just like one-offs either, where like I love somebody like Little Sims, where, you know, I forget this one African brother she works with a lot, but they, you know, it ain't like they did it once and was like, all right, that was enough. I you know, had my foray into that world, and she's like, nah, next album, here he's back again. He's back again. Oh, I'm on tour. He's coming with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I love it, because whenever they get on record together, man, I got to look up this dude's name. But yeah, I love those two together.
It's you know, the thing is, it's like, you know,
Jesus, Steph.
I think the difference is Substan Juice.
No.
Yeah.
She was answering the question. What would Stan's energy drink be called? Yuck.
Please don't ever make me listen to that word again.
Yo, I'm sad for all of you. Oh, that was terrible. I'm sorry. You were saying.
Oh man, shit, that totally derailed me. Oh man, Substan Juice, bro. Ouch.
Yuck.
Ugh. Fuck. Yeah, that's rough. No. Like, my cat's left the room. Like, it's weird. Like, this shit is weird, bro. So, no, okay. So I was saying, before we were so rudely interrupted, that vulgarity. Yeah, it's we're at a point where, you know, to my point earlier, it's like the cross pollination of genres is becoming so much more accepted, and like so much more adopted, and like the difference between now and something like Linkin Park Jay-Z collabo, it's like it was like mashup culture versus like an organic thing, you know. And that's the difference. And like, as somebody who listens to a lot of different genres like myself, I listen to all different types of music, so I could always tell when something is like a forced collabo. It's like, oh, we're gonna do our, you know, polka pop with the rap thing, and and it's like, and then they it's like some major label Frankensteining. They always jam some things together that don't work for like commercial purposes. And like now you're seeing it like, oh, this person is actually legitimately interested in polka pop. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, we needed that. Like, that's where it, like, hip hop is a musical art form is different. Is there's so many limitations on what rappers are expected to do, and like, we're not allowed to just be musicians. Like
Yeah.
like a real MC is a musician. We're musicians, and we're not
Right.
treated as such. We're treated as cartoon characters, and
Yeah.
that's why it's dope to see these kind of interesting collaborations happening, because artists are allowed to be. I mean, hip hop artists are allowed to be musicians, and that's a good thing.
Man, shout out to I know, we were talking about De La earlier. I feel like De La is someone who's kind of traversed that world very well. Whether it was, their collabs with like the Gorillas, collabs with Gorillas, but then also like what was it? I think it was what was that? Judgment Night, that movie back in the day, Judgment Night, that had the soundtrack where it was all the rock and hip hop mashups.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the band that they worked with? Teenage something.
Teenage Fan Club, is that what it was?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I was just listening to that song again, and I was like, man, this was that song, the Public Enemy song, and I think there was one other song on there where it's like those were like the only songs from the soundtrack I really loved.
I'm looking at the thing right now. I mean, see, like, okay, it's a great example, right? So like Ice-T and Slayer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Body Count. And like, people forget that Ice-T was like one of the first dudes to really go hard on that.
Yeah, absolutely.
He really, really was about that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Faith No More and Booyah Tribe.
Mm-hmm.
Great collab. Cypress Hill and Sonic Youth.
Yeah.
Oh, we said Del the Funky Homo Sapien, and who else was on the song? And Dinosaur Jr. Run DMC and Living Color.
Yeah, come on, bro.
Biohazard and Onyx. Like, what?
Oh yeah, damn, I forgot about that. I gotta go back and give that soundtrack another listen. Yeah.
I mean, granted, this is precisely what I was talking about in terms of like those sort of Frankensteining.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But some of that shit worked.
Some of that really worked well, and that's why I pointed out the De La joint, because De La's song on there sounded the most like what De La would already do. You know what I mean? And some of it, even though Run DMC has done a ton of rock collabs and stuff like that, and then certain people have had those different elements. But when I heard the De La joint, instantly I was like, man, this could have been on Balloon Mind State. You know what I mean? And yeah, for sure. And so, I think that, man, like, I even look at what we've done, right? Like, over the years and stuff, the different collabs that you've done. Like, I've always known that, yeah, while you might be like one of the greatest rappers that ever touched the mic, you know what I mean?
Likewise.
One of your biggest thank you, bro. But one of your biggest influences, like, has always been Tori Amos, right? And so hearing you kind of experiment with different things, but then seeing some of the collabs you've done over the years, where it never felt forced, man. It just like, especially when I think when people know what your musical taste is outside of it. And for me, what's always been funny, man, is like early on when I would receive like music from different producers, and like every now and then somebody would be in the crib when I'm listening to what someone sent. And the funniest one I always think of is when my nephew, Wealth, when he was here, when Kenichiro Nishihara sent me the beat for Heart. And so I played it in the crib, playing it out the studio speakers, and nephew look at me, you gonna rap to this?
Oh, man.
Yo, like, what is this soft shit?
The wind right out of your sails, like,
and like,
a hole in it.
Yeah, but it's one of them things, like, for me, I always loved the challenge. You know what I mean? I think back to when you, me, Pac, and whoever else was there was hanging at, was it the Tunnel back in the day? And they had like drum and bass playing, and then we were freestyling like over that. You know what I mean? Like for a grip until it was time for us to rock out. Yeah. And so like I've always invited the challenge, and the thing that mattered most to me is like, do I like it? Right? Do I like it? And is this going to help me kind of explore different places where this can go? Right? Mm-hmm. And so yeah, man. So shout out to you. I think your influence on me as a writer definitely made me more open as those challenges came through. And then also Kokai too, man. Like both of y'all, I think, were some of my biggest influences in terms of like me as a songwriter once I kind of got to around want to say late 2000s, before we hit 2010, like, meeting Coke or whatever, and then just seeing how dynamic he was, both live and all of the things. He just did whatever he
Coke
wanted.
is fucking incredible, bro.
Yeah, bro. He just does what he wants, and then, like, and lets you sort it out for yourself. Like, you like this or not, cool, don't care, but here you go. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
It makes me so. I mean, that was one of the bigger reasons why I wanted to bring him into the squad. And near the end of the label, but like that was a huge deal for me. Like I was like, I need another open format, like MC, like you in general. Just talking about like the stuff that you've done, like when we did punk or like, you know what I mean? Like you've always been down to just, you'll hop on whatever. It's like, you're very much of the same cloth, and the idea of like a real MC can rip the beat to anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter what it is. If you can really spit, you can rap over anything and make it work,
Right.
And that open format approach is like something I love that you're down for,
Yeah, I think what made me open to it too is like, I know your time in Florida, you know what I mean? You were getting exposed to like bass music and stuff like that, and people rapping over really up-tempo stuff. And then with me being in Maryland, I got go-go music happening over here in DC and in PG and surrounding areas, right? But then, like, I'm not that far from Baltimore where we got the club music and stuff, you know what I mean? And then and I feel like a lost era in the conversation of all the places that rap has gone is when we talk about rap and house music, like all those mergers, right? Like when all of the big hits or whatever had like, that the house feel or that club music feel and like that's like a lost era.
A big discussion. That's actually it's a whole other discussion.
Absolutely.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but like
that's
fine. That's a real deal discussion, because like again, we're of the generation where all of the things were available to us, and like hip hop was still kind of like burgeoning and like rooting out, where we would have Queen Latifah with a whole house record on the record. We had Jungle Brothers, what I'm saying? Like house and hip hop were all
house.
Yeah, like all this shit is black music. It's at the root of all of it. So it's like there was a time when all the rap records had house records on them.
Yeah,
that's just what was at the house parties. You know what I'm saying? Like you needed both. And then like obviously like when the golden era happened, shit got super hardcore. And then there was like, they were like, oh, it was starting to be considered like queer.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And then like the house people kind of like, they kind of detached, and it became like a problematic issue, which didn't need to happen. And like we lost so much culture in that.
1000%, man. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think all of these stories, man, like it's important for people to know, like, because whenever certain things happen later on, like people act like it's new, and it's just like we've seen this all before. You know what I mean? Like, but like, I think this disconnect between like older generations and the younger artists coming up, like it's easy for a younger artist coming up to feel like, yo, you've created something that you haven't seen, and that's largely because your OGs or the lack of OGs, period, in your life, haven't exposed you to what already existed, bro. One of the most humbling moments I think for me was I remember going to this event in my neighborhood when I still lived in Brooklyn, where Cornel West was speaking at a local restaurant, and there were other speakers there as well. Forgive me for not remembering their names, but I came because I was there to see Cornel West, and I just met like different folks. It wasn't just like a bunch of people from our age demographic. It was a wide variety of folks, a lot of elders there too, and I remember a dude before me going up to Cornel West, saying something along the lines like, he was basically shitting on hip hop, and it's crazy that he came up right before me, but like he's not the person to humble me. But what he said, and I watched him get sunned by Cornel, which was dope. Was
the best way to get sunned?
Yeah, just like
put your cameras out. Yeah, like.
Right. What's gonna happen? Some dude is basically like, man, how do you feel about rap music today? And he was like, like when we talk about like the greats of yesteryear, And he ain't even talking about hip hop. He's bringing up like, he's like, yo, how do we go from like John Coltrane and Miles Davis to Little John? That's what the dude says.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, and Cornell West was like, he's like, well, bro, I don't think that's a fair, like, I don't think that's a fair comparison. He was like, you know, in all due respect to Little John, but if you're going to talk about like the greatest of yesteryear, then you got to compare them to the greats of today, right? He's like, if you're going to bring up, and not just the greats of today, he was just like the greatest of the genre. If you're going to talk about the greatest of one genre, compare them to the greatest of another. Right. So he's like, if you're going to talk about Coltrane, right, then you talk about Rakim. If you're going to talk about this person, then you talk about Nas. If you talk, and I was just listening to the OG just tear him up, and I was like, yo, this is fire. So anyway, after I'm talking to different people there, and I'm talking to this jazz musician who's probably at least 20, 30 years older than me at the time. And you know, he had some strong opinions about hip hop or rap music as well. And so I'm listening to him, hearing him out, and this, that, and the third. And I was like, yeah, well, that's why I'm trying to do something different, right? Like I'm trying to fuse. This is what I'm saying. I'm like trying to fuse like rap and jazz in ways that we haven't seen yet, and blah blah. I'm saying all this stuff, and he's just like, And then I say this idea, right? I had this idea of basically doing a song where like I have the a saxophonist or like someone who plays an instrument doing a solo, and then me writing a verse to their solo, right? And like matching everything they're doing, and then like when I write my verse for the next verse or whatever, them matching me. So this is an idea I had. I never did it, but like I'd been sitting on it for a minute. Fam, he was like, "You think that's groundbreaking? Oh, you're serious? You think that's never been done before?" And I was like, I ain't heard it in hip hop. And he was like, yeah, but bro, I'm talking about the music. Like, it's bigger than rap, bro. Like, and so then he goes to his iPod, let you know what era we're in. He goes to his iPod, and yo, he pulls up a song from like 1940 something, right? And then pulls up another song from the 50s, and he just shows me these examples of exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I appreciate this Sunday, sir. It has been a pleasure meeting you. And
I will see myself out.
Yes, thank you. Check, please. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's like, yeah, he definitely hit me with the most polite fuck out of here ever.
Yeah, and again, right, and that's the thing. It's like we don't have the entire history of jazz memorized because you know that's not our primary field of study. You know what I'm saying? We could talk about hip hop all day.
Yeah.
You know, and we have the references that maybe he wouldn't have and vice versa.
1000%.
But that's we got to check each other, right? You know, and like like the musical conversation is kept honest by people that know their shit having a real conversation about music. So so I love that. But like, you know, that same idea, you know, you would hear somebody like I could totally hear somebody like Micah 9 doing that.
Yeah,
you know? Like some Project Blowed shit. Like that's you know, like these things are cross pollinations that have happened, will happen, probably should have happened, did happen. It just is what it is. I mean, there's rap songs from the 40s, from the 50s, like you know? I mean, really, like dudes rhyming on a beat, like it's what it is. You know,
I love that one video, man, of the dudes and stuff and how they're moving. Like one moves to the front when it's his turn. Yo, I was like, hey, bro, this shit is hard.
It is. Like, I love that. You know? But it gets lost to time, man. You know, the collective consciousness for media is, you know, something that needs to be, you know, constantly fought against. You know, it's like, oh, by the way, this happened already.
Right. Know? Right. Yeah, I remember when Jay-Z's 444 album came out, and I read this review talking about like this was like the first grown man hip hop album ever made.
Come on.
Hey, bro. So let me just tell you how I let that review ruin my weekend, bro. I wake up in my hotel room and this is the first thing I see before I order breakfast, anything. And I'm like, are they fucking serious? I'm like, hey, yo, Shell is listening to me complain. Like, there's this clip of a woman with her husband or whatever following her around the house, like talking to her about the Drake and Kendrick battle, like breaking down all the things.
Wait, yeah, I think I've seen that.
Yes. Bro, that was me that day. Like, I'm telling her, I'm giving Rochelle all the examples. I was like, this album came out in this year. This album came out. This person did it. This person also did. I was like, what are they talking about, bro? I'm like, yo, just yeah, man. Nah, it's definitely one of those things, man. That man, it's
frustrating.
Yeah, 1,000%.
It's super frustrating to watch people that don't have the full breadth of knowledge, like grandstand, and people, and especially because of like how social media works, people make money off of the grandstanding, and so the hot take is to say the craziest or wildest shit that's going to get the most engagement, and these are people that don't have the knowledge of the genre, they don't have the history, they don't know any of it. They'll just be like, yo, this is the best thing ever made, or this is the first time, and they sit there and they have this huge platform, and then they convince an entire audience that this is actually the truth. Which is complete bullshit. It's like it's hard to watch it over and over and over again, but that's essentially what happens on a daily basis, right?
Yeah, it's like, what are we doing, bro? Like, I don't know, man. And I think a lot of times people are able to do that because they mostly go unchecked, right? Like the people around them, they don't know any better. And this kind of goes back to the whole, like, who are your OGs? Like, who are you spending your time with? Like, are you a person that is scared to be in the presence of someone who knows more than you about a thing? Or you always want to be the smartest person in the room? And yeah, man, it's like, so I'm real appreciative of, folks like you. Shout out to my man RBI. This dude is a crazy, like, just a wealth of knowledge when it comes to, hip hop. I remember being at an event that he was throwing, and a couple of us had the mic, and someone was talking about, I think, like, it might have been me that brought up how, like, how groundbreaking what Nas did was with his first album and all of that, and how, we hadn't seen anything like that before. And then my man just, RBI just grabs the mic, stops the record. Like, one second. You know what I mean? He's like, Stan, I love you, but that's actually not accurate. And then he pinpoints, like off the top of his head, he goes to Run DMC's album with Down with the King, and how, like, that album enlisted a bunch of different producers and stuff like that, and how that predated Illmatic. And then he gives another example, and I was just like, it's like, we need this. You see what I'm saying? Like, we need this, and I feel like it doesn't happen as much as it should. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's so true. I mean, especially, I think it was really kind of laid bare during the 50th anniversary year. Like, there was so much revisionist history happening.
Yes.
And, like, I would see, we're kind of quasi connected to the industry through friends and people we know, and journalists and all this. Like, I would see on my Facebook feed, people would be talking, like, behind the scenes shit that was going on. Like, the level of infighting that was happening behind the scenes for all those Hip Hop 50 events was crazy. Like, the stories that were coming out of it were just insane, because everybody back then thought they invented this, that they weren't going to go on later, or I'm not going to go on after that guy, I'm not going on before him, I'm not, I'm not, like, so much of that was happening. And, like, even amongst, like, the first generation of hip hop people, there's no consensus about who did what first and who did this, and then so and so, oh, my man did that in his bedroom when nobody was watching, and, like, that's the first. And,
hey yo,
like,
wait a minute
with the quick one,
Right,
so, like, there was so much of that happening, but, like, now, especially as the next generation has kind of come, we got, Gen Z people on this, like, who are you if you're in your 20s to be telling me what your hip hop preferences are based on your knowledge of the genre? Like, you can't possibly know more than us, because you weren't alive. I don't give a fuck how much you studied it or how many YouTube videos you've watched. You weren't there. Like, you just weren't there. And, like, there's so much revisionist history happening, being told by people that just weren't there. That's becoming, like, the history is written by the winners thing. It's like, whatever the most viewed thing is becomes the actual history. And I see, especially here on YouTube, which is ironic, I see so many of these, like, engagement documentaries, like these short form docs about hip hop and the hip hop history of this artist and that artist, and they did this, and this is who this, and I'm like, I was there. Like, none of this shit is accurate. None of it is accurate. Dude. And that becomes, so, like, Gen Alpha, they're going to be seeing this shit and being like, oh, that's what actually happened, when the reality was you're being told a third-hand history, and you're the fourth hand hearing it. And so, you know, the game of telephone goes on for like, now, you know, Elvis invented hip hop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like, and it's just like, what the fuck are we doing anymore? That's where we're at, you know. So we
Yeah.
have to be careful about this.
Yeah, 1,000%. And a lot of times, like what you see happen, like kind of shifting it to like something a bit closer to my like the world that I'm associated with, like with stuff around Nujabes and like lo-fi, right? It's to the point now where so many of the type of people you're talking about who create these mini docs or create these conversations online, you know, have people who ultimately get mad at the artist who said none of this stuff, right? Like I've been at events where like people are trying to challenge me live about the validity of certain things that were created or happened or this, that, and the third. And I had to check this one woman. I was just like, yo, all due respect, the people you're talking about who were saying what they're saying about this, right? Like I think she was referencing something Talib said. And I was just like, yo, first point to make is all the stuff that you have an issue with, the person that we're talking about said none of these things, right? Nujabes said none of these things. I said none of these things. No one who actually worked with him called it what it's called now or said that we were trying to do this, right? We were just doing what we want to make. And I've said time and time again that we're an extension of all of this stuff. I literally got a song on my new album that talks about we're an extension of all of that. So it's crazy to me when I hear not just artists kind of push back at that, but even go as far as trying to take claim like, oh, we created this thing. I'm like, stop it, sir. Yeah. Stop it. Because you're 10, 15 years removed from people who were doing it before you. And you clearly are influenced by them. So none of us created the thing. And it sounds ridiculous too, saying that you created anything when you sampled most of what you made. Right? Like, it's like what are we doing right now? So like, it's just a weird, man, it's a weird time. You know, I got a panel in a couple of weeks where before I even accepted speaking on this panel with the professor, like I was grilling old girl, like, yo, like, I'm down to do this, but I need to know specifically what we're going to be talking about, what's going to be said as we're being introduced, how you're marketing this thing. Because, you know, with this particular lane, with this lo-fi hip hop joint, I was like, this shit's a mess. This shit's a mess in terms of, you know, like there's a clear disconnect from like the like actual like hip hop heads, right? Like actual hip hoppers, like people who really love rap music and people who really just love this particular lane and a lot of other things outside of it.
Right, like lo-fi listeners versus hip hop heads.
Yeah, for sure. And what I'm always cautious of, it's like I know a lot of people in this lane will say like anything a lot of times and go unchecked, but I'm just like, hey, nah, make no mistake, I'm a hip hop head first and foremost, who just happens to be associated with this particular lane. But none of us, when we were making this, were like, yo, we were trying. I wasn't making that stuff with Nujabes thinking that we were doing something groundbreaking, because I knew what the influences were. You know what I mean? It's like we were torchbearers, man, and I still stand on that to this day. I think even some of the groundbreaking stuff that maybe happened later are still like, I said it at one of my events. Like people were talking about, oh, it's so cool that he was doing this. I was like, yeah, he plays that. He learned how to play that instrument because his peer, you know, Fat John was playing that instrument. So it made him more interested in it and blah, blah, blah. So if you think that's impressive in hip hop because you can't think of anyone who was doing it before, here's his boy who was doing it before. And that's why he did it. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's just, anyway, man, we go down this. It's just, it's a lot. It's a lot.
There's a 4-hour conversation.
Bro.
Basically, people are just listening to a phone call between me and Stan at this point. Like this is every phone call me and Stan have. 2 hours of just, you know what else? These motherfuckers be like.
And another thing. Another thing. Yo, 1,000%, bro. 1,000%, man. And we're in this weird position where here's what's crazy about you and me, right? And a lot of our peers. We're not the most popular people in this indie hip hop scene, right? Like by any means. However, a lot of the people that these folks, believe and swear by everything they say or like hold in high regard, these are our peers. Like most of them behind the scenes, right? And some of them publicly, but a lot of them behind the scenes, they look at us like this, that, and the third, or they value our opinion. They know what really happened and stuff like that because we was right next to them when this stuff was happening, as you said before. And but it's just weird, man. It's just weird. It's part of the reason why, like you and I have talked about, like certain documentaries or books that need to get written and things that we need to create, just so a different account of people who were physically there, you know what I mean, is put into the world. Like, please, I like to submit to the record. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, 100%, 100%. Like, it's super important, especially as we get a little bit statelier in our age. Men of a certain age, like we were there, and it's important to kind of speak on it. Like, we were fucking there, and we saw it, we saw the culture go through these shifts and these changes and these vacillations. Pause. And it's important to kind of be like, nah, actually this that wasn't super popular when it dropped, so let's not act like it was now that it's cool on the algorithm. You know what I mean? So
too real. That's, man, listen, I'm brainstorming on the song I'm writing now, where part of what I'm talking about is just kind of contextualizing a lot of the things around my career and the culture, right? Like literally what you just said. Like no one called me a legend till my man died. You know what I mean? And like, and for the most part, like until he did the show and then eventually passed, that's mostly true for him too. So like, and how, this revisionist history of like how these songs were like big at the time they dropped,
right?
Like it took a minute. It took a minute before it kind of really gained steam. And, it's dope though. Like, I've been seeing some of these things where they interviewed like some of the homies who were there early on, and they're kind of painting a picture now of like how big some of the things we did before the stuff that now is the biggest stuff he's done. They were like really breaking down like, nah, fam, like prior to all of that, those early things that were dropping were some of the biggest things that dropped from him, and like was out doing this particular album, this artist. Like, we started filming this documentary, and I pulled out these magazines here. One, because both of these magazines actually, like, it's the same magazine, Blast, which was like Japan's biggest hip hop magazine, and they have a chart section that literally breaks down what the top selling albums are across various stores. And so the reason why I keep these is because just like if anybody try to play revisionist history with my stuff, I'm like, no, Michael Jackson was number 5 in sales that month. Was number 1 in sales that month. I was number 5. So like,
dude, by the way, what the fuck? That's insane.
Bro. Right. Like, so and this is what I'm saying. Like, so, but if we don't keep track of this stuff, right? And especially because as certain things become bigger, people laser focus on the things they care about, and then try to downplay the significance of these other things that were achieving some of the things that they love these other people for, but act like somehow it doesn't matter when it comes to you. You know what I mean? And so, it's just weird because of course people love to hit you with the, oh man, you can't care about stuff like that. I was like, I hear you. But when it's messing with opportunities, right? When it's messing with how you feed your family, when it's messing with like serious stuff in your life, I'm just like, nah, you got to call people out on the shit, man. Like, it's like you clearly care about it. You using it to check all the bullet points over here and say, this is why you booked this person to do this, or this is why this article was written about this person. It was like, all right, well, I can give you a list of 20 other people who check all those boxes. Why aren't you talking about them?
Yeah, exactly. I feel that 100%.
Yeah.
Man.
Anyway.
Oh, wait. There's a live stream happening here. My bad.
Yes, I know. Hi, guys. Hey, I'm so sorry.
What's up, Rossi?
Hope,
What's up, Steph?
you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody here.
What's up to Wonderling? You know what I'm saying?
Andre, hey, what up, nephew?
Lozo.
You know what I mean? So you remember Shamara, Illuminous, who was down with us? Yeah, Shu. So Wonderling, Namu Wonderling, that's actually her oldest kid, man.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so that's nephew right there, man. Yeah.
Man. What's up?
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So hello, Tanya, you know what I mean? And everyone else in the chat. So all right, other things. Real quick, I'm gonna shift just to get some of these updates in, and then we'll get back to talking about all the things. You know what I mean?
Word up.
Welcome to Old Guys Venting. All right, let's see. Let me get these slides queued up real quick. So a couple different things, y'all. First and foremost, shout out to my mom, man. My mom is home from the hospital now and doing a bit better. For those of you that know, my mom was dealing with, had some concerns around her heart and stuff like that. So now she's home. She had her first day of physical therapy and she's getting a little better and stuff. Gave me some not so great news today, literally right before we went live. But for the most part, she's doing okay. So man, I appreciate those of you who've been keeping her in her prayers and all of that. And yeah, man, and she's fighting the good fight. Also, shout out to the brother YU. For those that know, as I mentioned on the show for the last few weeks, YU was in a serious accident. Was literally hit by a truck while riding his scooter, and suffered a lot of serious injuries. But good news, he was released from the hospital and has now been moved to a rehabilitation facility. So yeah, man, he's, still on his, his journey to getting back to his old self, or his new self. And, what's really dope too, man, I forgot to add the flyer, but there is an event happening December 4th, in the Washington, D.C. area, or in D.C. proper, which is going to be a fundraiser for YU. A lot of amazing artists are going to be performing there, including Godzilla. Shout out to the homies. Shout out to Kev Brown, Ken Starr, Low Budget Crew. EXO from Diamond District. Their group with Odyssey. Going to be a lot of amazing performances there. So definitely put that on your calendar. Next week, I'll make sure I got the... actually, it is next week. So I'll make sure I share the flyer somewhere here on YouTube. But I've already shared the flyer. I reposted it on Instagram. So definitely check that out if you're interested. All right. And prayers up for YU and my mom, Another reminder, you can follow Substantial Art and Music now on Bandcamp. What was it? I haven't done it yet. I know today is Black Friday and there's 1,000,001 sales, and I've been kind of on the fence about whether or not to do like any sales and stuff. I may announce it tomorrow, just keeping it a buck with you, because tomorrow's Small Business Saturday. So I would say look out for discounts and stuff tomorrow. I know a lot
might as well.
You know what I'm saying? Do some deep discounts for y'all, maybe like 30-40% or something like that. So I'll keep y'all posted. I wasn't able to get it ready in time today, man. It's a lot putting this together. And like I said, I was literally repiecing a whole piece of equipment together instead of taking it to a shop and paying someone else a lot of money to do something.
This dude literally said his podcast machine.
Yeah, I know. I'm dating myself. I sound like an old ass man. My Rodecaster Pro
podcast machine.
My Rodcast, my Rode Pod. Was it my Rodecaster Pro? Okay. If that makes you more comfortable.
Okay.
Oh man, the Lord's still working on me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'll keep y'all posted. Definitely on the Bandcamp and all the sales and stuff, man. Real quick, let's see a couple of these comments. Hey man, I appreciate that. We'll keep her in our prayers, brother. Thank you, man. Speedy recovery for Tone. Tone's fine. Tone's fine. Okay. We're talking about YU. But yeah, man. But yeah. Hey, what up, Mr. Shear? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what up?
OG Q and Fire supporter right here.
Sir. Oh, thank you for the compliment.
Man.
It says Alexandria is amazing. He's referring to Alexandria, the song on my Hyperrealism album. Thank you very much.
Oh, you mean this album?
Oh, that album. Thank you very
Yes.
much.
Hyperrealism out
Yes,
right
sir.
now. Super
sir.
dope. Be sure to support that. You know, like it's Tone is man, listen. Okay, let's back up real quick. Because
Uh-oh.
someone said a comment earlier and we were talking, we were doing our old man thing and didn't we completely disregard. It's like when a young kid in the room trying to talk to you, it's like they got their hand raised, they didn't say excuse me like 10 times, and you just keep talking, and then the next thing you know, they're soiling themselves right there in the room, and you're like, what the hell wrong with these kids?
That is an experience that only a parent can
oh yeah. Hey man, I just need y'all to know so first off, don't call Child Protective Services on me. But a real situation that happened, literally I was at the barbershop with my man Sherm the barber, and my oldest, she was a little kid, she gonna hate me for this, but she was a little kid at the time, really young. And she's like, excuse me, daddy. She comes from the back, excuse me, daddy. And I was like, hold on 1 second. It's because we try to, finish the thought. But that thought, when you older, that thought could be like 3-4 minutes. So, we finished the thought, and I'm like, what you need? She's like, And I was like,
no.
So I stepped to the back, and I'm like, what's wrong? She's like, I went to the bathroom. I'm like, oh, God. Feel like the worst parent ever. Trash. All because you're like, because kids a lot of times will try to jump in a conversation at the most awkward point. And a lot of times, they'll interrupt you to say something that is not that deep, right? Or something really, really like silly.
Yeah.
And like, that was the moment where I learned, I was like, no matter how stupid it is or how silly it is, just stop. Stop, because it might be the one time that, oh no, it's real. And it was real, sir. It was real.
That's unfortunate. I'm
Yeah,
just gonna love that story, by the way.
Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I'll watch your podcast.
So as soon as I walk out of the gym, like, Dad, really?
Yeah.
It's like, it's not like it happened yesterday. You know what I'm saying? You were like 3, 4, maybe. Yeah, but anyway, man, the comment was, I had it up here and then I took it down. Jesus Christ. Pray for me. Here it is. All right, it says, okay. Joshua says, could be wrong, but I don't think I am. Thank you, Tone, for mixing and mastering Adultish. Yeah, man. Tone, this guy, I mean, you have the most inappropriate name in rap history. I want to say that. Because Tone, for all the struggles, he's literally had real struggles with his ears and stuff while working on this stuff, but has arguably one of the best ears of like most people I know, especially in the indie space, but even against some of the mainstream like artists that I've come across over the years, like and people who work with a lot of mainstream artists. Tone has like one of the best ears like for mixing that I know, and then like just so this guy's great at what he does. So it's like in recent, of course, man. So like in recent years and stuff, where I've definitely been like trying to be less psychotic about my own stuff and be like, hey man, I'm making a little more money than I was making at one point. Like, why not let the friends around me who are available to help, like, pay them to do what they do best, man. And this album wouldn't be what it is without you, obviously. So thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Man.
Oh, dude, no. Again, thanks for the opportunity to be able to, mix it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always a pleasure. Obviously, working with you. You're my brother, and like being able to help polish your art in a way that it's going to make it shine to its ultimate brilliance. As best as I can. Is a privilege. You know what I mean? Like, I always want to make sure that your shit is clean. And like over the years, we worked together with Q&5. We did Sacrifice together. We were an E-Fam. Like we've worked together so much that like when I hear you mixed by other people, I'll have like thoughts.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of feel like and like your voice is golden. Like everybody on here already knows this, but you have one of the great voices in hip hop, in my opinion. And like, I love your voice so much that it like pains me when people don't mix your shit right. And because your voice is so particular, like you have this, it's like a deeper baritone kind of voice. Like a lot of people don't know how to mix that shit right, you know? And
Yeah.
so it was my utmost goal to make sure that like every syllable, every word was crystalline on this adultish record. You know what I mean?
Thank you,
And
bro.
so it was a privilege for me to be able to like tinker with it and get it to the point. So I'm happy that people are feeling the record, bro. Like it's one of my favorite albums that you've done.
Man, thank you, man. Yeah, I mean, dude, listen, it's the main reason why I came to you to do it is just because, we've had a million conversations like about the exact thing you were talking about. I think even like maybe before you or right around the same time that you first pointed that out to me. Shout out to Essential Entertainment and John from over there, man, 24-hour MC and all of that. He said something similar. And what's the saying? It's like, yo, if you hear something enough times, there may be some truth to it, right? And even when I would listen to like some of the early stuff, I feel like Sacrifice was like the first time like I heard my stuff like really well mixed, and was just like, yeah, this sounds like this is the closest I've sound to like dropping something that sounds like a professional record, not just like
a clean mix.
Yeah, for sure. And and it's no shot at like, because it wasn't just Nujabes. It was more than just Nujabes that I worked with who would do that particular thing to my voice in the mixes, where it's like I get buried in the music. And I think it's also because my voice is so deep that like even when you have me kind of mixed at the same level, there's certain things my voice has that someone else doesn't have.
Right.
So people think the easiest way to overcompensate for that is by turning me down. Right. And it's just hard to compete, especially when the music has like all of these highs and mids and different things or whatever.
Yeah, you just get buried in there, you know?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. It's a science, man. And I appreciate you for always doing not just a great job on my records. I feel like a lot of your records have been done really well over the years, man. This present joint is no exception, So I highly recommend to everybody here, if you haven't heard Hyperrealism by Tone, you can go on his Bandcamp, cop it now, and it's also on streaming as well, Definitely.
Actually, it is only
singles.
Only singles. Yeah. Sorry.
Yes.
Just so that we're, accurate.
Yes.
I haven't released the full album on Spotify because fuck Spotify on some real shit.
That part.
And like seriously, like you know how they do this is just a pin, but you know how they do the yearly wrap up shit that they're doing, the Spotify wrap. So they make you submit a video like thanking your biggest fans or the people that are listening or whatever. This is probably not going to get shown to anybody, but I literally in my video that I submitted was like, hey everybody, so fuck Spotify. If you really want to go to Bandcamp. They're not going to show it to anybody. I know they're not.
Right.
That's what I put in for my video.
That's awesome.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like I really could give a fuck if anybody, peeps my Spotify shit. If you really want to support artists like us, Bandcamp is where to do it. At the shows, direct merch, on our own shit, on our own websites. Like that's where you support. So I only have Hyperrealism up on Bandcamp. So if you want the whole album, it's there. You can also pre-order. There's we're finishing out the pre-order campaign. We're gonna be pressing these up at the beginning of the year finally. So get yours before they're all gone. I think there's like 6 finals left. Go get them. And then, eventually the whole thing will be on Spotify at some point next year, just for convenience sake. But like, there's only a couple of singles on Spotify right now. So I just wanted to clarify.
Yeah, thank you for that. And real quick before she goes, everybody in the chat, man, show love to Happy Mochi, man. Clap it up. Yeah, man. Thank you so much, sis. She's been gifting, and
Patreon, sorry.
Yeah, and Patreon, yes. Another great way to support Tone is on Patreon. But shout out to Happy Mochi for gifting like how many? Oh man, she gifted like a total
15.
Yeah, she gifted 15 memberships today, man. So
crazy.
Thank you so much, sis. Really appreciate you for doing that. I know we got to link up soon too while you're in town. Let's get up, get the fam together and all of that. Yeah, man. We got some of the best fans ever, man. Seriously,
Truly,
bro.
It's beautiful to see.
It really is. For sure. All right, let's get a few more updates. Let's see what we got next. Oh man, shout out to the homie Millen. Millen is an amazing vocalist.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, man. If you haven't heard his new single, Playwright, if you're a person that loves good R&B, like good, just quality R&B, please check out his new single, Playwright. It's really, really dope. It's available right now. The maxi single is only available on Bandcamp right now. And so the reason why it's a maxi single is because not only do you get the song, you get the instrumental, and you get the acapella. So check out Playwright by Millen. Available now, and whether you go to Millen's Bandcamp, which is mlln.bandcamp.com, or you can go to subartandmusic.bandcamp.com and get it there. Tones, you can also check out his project, which is Tonedeff. You want to do the thing you always do? You got to say the thing, Tone.
Oh, Tigawin no spaces.com.
So much cooler when he does it.
Yeah,
I sound like I was having a seizure. You know what I mean?
Tonedeff.com, definitely. And yeah, you can just search. Just do your Google, son. Do your Google.
You know what I mean? And I'm dropping. Oh, yeah. Tone's link is his website link is already in the description of the video, but we'll drop it here, make it easy for y'all, and we'll put his image back up. Boom, and then switcheroo, Shazam.
Yes, if you want a really heartfelt, emotional, kind of sweeping album, if you're into, I do rap a little bit on one of the songs. I do actually a very cheeky collaboration between Peter Anthony Red, which is my singer songwriter alter ego, and my Tonedeff featuring. It's
the collab we've been waiting on.
On Simple Things. You can check that out. But yeah, I'm really, really proud of this record. I mean, honestly, I kind of feel like, as an album, it might be the most accessible thing I've ever done. My rap shit tends to be a little bit more progressive and a little bit more experimental. So yeah, if you just want some good emotional music, this is for you. So thank you.
Yeah, man, joint is fire. Hold up, I'm throwing one more link in there. I think this is the right one. Let me just double check, confirming. Make sure it's not going to anything crazy. All right, here we go. And another link for Tone's Patreon. Let's drop that here. Boom, boom.
Yeah, I'm actually excited. I'm working on. I'm finishing up my song for the month. For my Patreon. For those who don't know, I have a Patreon. I'm kind of following what we've been doing with Lucy Camp's Patreon. She's been doing a song a month for the past 3 years. I wanted to kind of change what I was doing up a little bit, so it's not exactly the same as what she's doing, which is basically she does 12 songs, collects it, and then releases that as a volume. So basically every year you're getting a new album. I decided to do something called Glyph, which is my next project. If you've been following like Q&5 shit over the years, we got asterisk, my stuff, I got hyphen, underscore. So I've already announced 4 additional glyphs. I've done pound, ellipsis, slash, and plus. I'm about to announce the next glyph on basically Sunday. So I'm scrambling to get it all done. But like this is different for me. Like this is definitely something that people haven't heard me do yet. So yeah, I'm excited for it. And yeah, so if you want to follow along, come join the Patreon. It's a lot of fun.
Okay. Yeah, Tone. All right. Yeah, man. And so also you were just speaking about Lucy. So let's get to this joint. Shout out to the homie AJ Rios. His new album is dropping. I believe it's dropping. Was it December 12th? Hold up. Let me see.
I feel like it's around my birthday.
Yeah. Because y'all birthdays are around the same time. It is coming out on December 12th. Yeah.
There you go.
All right. So yeah, man, look out for AJ's new project. It features me, it features Millen, it features Lucy Camp. As well as on it. Got a dope joint on there. It also features the homie YU. The song with me, YU, Joe D. Joe D is one of my favorite artists from my area to listen to, man.
Shit is so dope. I love that record.
Yeah, yo. That dude, it's like what's it? Something, the water is gorgeous. I was like, gorgeous though.
Gorgeous.
Yes, bro. I love that dude, man. Yeah, man. No, it's a great record. Definitely check out his new album. It's, man, when y'all hear the instrumentals on it, like when the full joint drops, the production, man, AJ's crazy. Yeah, AJ's really talented, man.
Yeah, he did the track is called Pieces. with
Mm-hmm.
Lucy Camp, and we had that up early on her Patreon, and
Yeah.
yeah, the chords and the piano on that is just it's like the goosebumps. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. It's
Yeah,
fire,
he's
man.
nasty with it, bro.
Yeah, it's
Definitely
super dope.
one of the dopest on the come up producers for
Yeah, for
sure.
sure. For sure. Yeah, man. All right. So let's make sure y'all can see this. Hold up. Let me adjust
All right,
me and
this is
tone.
exciting.
Yes, yes,
This is
yes,
exciting.
yes. So, man, I've been telling y'all for a minute to save the date. February 6th, 2026. We're doing the Think Different Tribute Jam again. It's going to be at Crescendo Studios once again in Virginia. So let me check now because I don't know if the missus made the ticket link live yet. But if it isn't live already, it will be going live today. So I'm going to drop a link for our Eventbrite page. Yeah, so it's not live yet, but as soon as this show ends, it's going to be live within the hour. So if you have not followed us, oh, and I got to shout out my sister real quick. But if you have not followed us on Eventbrite yet, the link is in the chat right now. Go ahead, take that link. Make sure you're following us because we're announcing the show today. Tickets will go on sale, so you're going to have early bird tickets, which are going to be slightly cheaper. You're also going to have 2 VIP options, so a total of 3 different tickets will be available today. The early admission ticket, which will be like $5 cheaper than what it'll be later. Then there's going to be the VIP. The VIP is going to be $50. VIP will include poster, stickers, early admission into the venue, especially, which is important because it's going to be in the wintertime, so you want to be in there sooner than later. The meet and greet as well with the performers pre-show. But
Nice.
then there's going to be a super VIP, right? There's going to be a $100 VIP level, which is going to get you all of the things I just mentioned. But the following day, for those of you who are in the DMV area or those of you planning to travel for this event, because we had a lot of people travel last year. Basically, what we're offering the following day is going to be a brunch. Right. And like that $100 that you're paying, it includes everything I mentioned before, plus access to this brunch where food will be served, breakfast will be served, and lunch will be served. Plus, on top of that, me and the director of the Salt and Pepper video will be there live, like not just speaking about our collabs together and me answering whatever questions the audience had, but also giving you a special preview of a documentary that we're working on that is celebrating To This Union, a son was born in its 25th anniversary.
Yes.
So we already started filming it. We literally shot hours worth of footage about 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, we shot a couple hours worth of footage, just giving some of the history of it. And yeah, man, and we're planning to film a lot more, interview a lot more folks who were there during this process, but also people who were just kind of present for my early history. Because while it's going to be celebrating the release of this album, it's also going to be partly like how we got here, right? Like how we even got to the point of releasing it. Like me going to Pratt, what happened before I got to Pratt, who was I working with early on and stuff. So you'll see some people you've seen on the channel, like my man Cash and stuff, who gave me the idea for If I Was Your Mic, who was a part of the first rap group I was ever in. You'll see Sherm the Barber, who, was, him and I have been friends since 5th grade. And so him just being present through my full journey as an artist, but then also we're going to have like a bunch of other artists involved and stuff. Tone, like is one of the interviews we got planned along with a lot of the fam in New York. So yeah, it's going to be dope, yo. It's going to be really dope. So this event is definitely not something y'all want to miss. Grab that link if you haven't already and make sure you're following us so you can get notified of any events that Substantial Art and Music do, because not all of them are strictly in the DMV. Sometimes we travel and do presentations all over the world and stuff. So it couldn't hurt to be on the on the list, on the part of the notification squad. There we go. See, I was fighting to get those words. You know what I'm saying?
I'm excited for this, man. Like I might need to pop through. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
like,
come through. Oh,
just saying.
Yeah, important thing to point out too. We literally have a block of rooms secured at a hotel that's literally walking distance from the venue. So that's been secured. That's something we didn't have last year, which basically has a rate secured for that hotel. It's a Residence Inn Marriott. We have a rate secure for that hotel that is going to be lower than if you try to get it on your own. And it's a locked in rate. Yeah. So definitely you want to check that out before you go find something on your own. And keep in mind, it's going to be close to the venue. So yeah, and the brunch is going to be timed perfect, where as soon as you got to check out, you can come right to the venue, grab some food and stuff like that. And then see all this cool stuff.
Yeah, man, it's so much fun. Like people underestimate how much fun a destination,
1,000%
hip hop event is. You know what I'm saying? Like
Q&5, masters of it.
Yeah, man. Like it's super fun to like go somewhere where other people who give a fuck as much as you are gonna be. You know what I'm saying? And you like share in the moment together. Then you're all in there together. Mm-hmm. And you're able to kind of experience this sort of like it's a real sense of community, and like you just feel that love in the room, and it's just so great. So I'm really excited for this. And you and I have talked about this documentary that you're working on.
Yeah.
And like, first of all,
shout out to Tone. Shout out to Tone, because Tone is the one. Like Tone was giving me an idea to do a particular thing, and it morphed into this. So the moment that we confirmed that he was the first call, I was like, hey, just need to know. Thank you. Because if you hadn't said the thing to me, we wouldn't have done this.
Yeah, I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, like not to get too much into it, but yeah, for the most part, it kind of touches on what we were talking about earlier in the stream. It's like, speaking your history and like talking about, where you were, who was there, et cetera, et cetera. Like all this is important, and especially for somebody like you you've been doing this for a minute. Like it's important to kind of to tell your tale. You know what I'm saying? Like it's exciting, and I'm excited for this. So yeah, man, I might have to pull up to this, bro.
Man, come on.
I shouldn't even say might. I am. I should be there. Period.
Come on through. And look, what we'll do real quick. Let me see if I already got it queued up. So that way, let's see if I do it. Won't he do it? Hold up. What was it? I had it here. Yes. All right. So, man, since we're talking about the joint, you are being trash right now. Hold up. There's a better way to do it. Yes.
Are you talking to your podcast machine?
I hate your guts. I hope you stub your toe.
Oh, man.
I was trying to bring up this video real quick. So, since we're talking about the event, I'm going to give you a taste of what you guys are going to get. So, first off, people who are already confirmed to be a part of this event, it's going to be me and my band again, doing what we do. And so right now, I figure while I got some of y'all here, if you haven't seen it on the channel, real quick, I'm going to play our cover of Ordinary Joe. Yeah, man. And you can check that out. Hold on. Oh, Mr. Shear commented, taking us back. I absolutely love the mega shows at Highline Ballroom and BB King's.
Yes.
Man, memory lane, man.
Yes, man. Shouts to Mr. Shear.
Yeah, man. OG supporter, man. This is a good brother, been rocking with us a long time, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
We love and appreciate you, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, 1,000%. So, man, I'm going to play this clip real quick. Just reminding y'all again, man, if you haven't followed the Eventbrite, and look, I'm going to make it easier for you, because I'm like, oh, why I got to click on the link and do the thing? Shut up, stop crying. Here you go. QR code right there over top of Tone's head. You can scan that, and once you scan that, that'll take you to the Eventbrite page as well. But while we're doing that, here is Ordinary Joe live, because it'll be me, my band, the Sons Hughes, which includes Stephanie Gale, AJ Rios, Jonathan Smalls, DJ RBI, and Lizzie Blue. So we'll all be rocking together. Shout out to the homie percussionist Malcolm Jackson, who's also confirmed to be coming through. So, we get some live vibes and maybe an instrumental set from him. Cross our fingers. And then, man, like one of the other homies who I'm going to mention a bit later, amazing singer, songwriter from the West Coast, is saying that he's planning to come too. Once his ticket's bought, I will let you know who it is. But we have more than a few collabs as well. But on that note, let's check out the track and see what y'all are going to get a taste of on February 6th.
Let's go.
Ordinary Joe.
underappreciated artist I've ever worked with.
That was incredible.
All my open life, I like trying to indicate my state of mind. Turn or tell you that I'm laughing just to keep from crying. Bring music when you hear it. Keep on trying to be near it. A little rhythm for your spirit. Well, that's what it's for. Here's the door. I see the smell of your high. Wasting time in the sky.
That has so much fucking soul in her voice. These things, it's just like you just feel that shit. Like,
Maybe you can help make it clear to me. Everything ain't what it appeared to be. When you dream what lights up the dreams you see, climax and find that it's hard to tell. Truth from deceit when the lies prevail. Less integrity, more clientele. Quick fascinating, quick ride to hell. We can rise and sell, thank God it's still it. The OG government's on the God's spirit. Fear it, tears fall, can't conceal it. You got a soul, so you feel all this real shit. Now you got trees of a word, playing the fly. Take it down to a blur, rock, glamorize. All the hurt in the world isn't worth it. You know you're paying a lot. Tell me what you waiting for. Are you really everything they say or more? Every time I was on the break I score. Free your mind, don't need to hate this song. All the time, what you waiting for? Are you really everything they say or more? Every time I was on the break I score. Free your mind, don't need to hate the song.
Five folks are giving you the run around. Get your game uptight. And if you must just take a sentence underground.
hit him with the James Brown stare. Hit me 2 times.
You will really try to reach you. If the dogs in the stack, so get on back. Even less than a night.
Shout out to Roland Mayo for capturing this, man. Did a great job on the video.
Each little bird in the sky, it's just a little bit free and not ordinary. Although they say you're just a lazy so-and-so.
Shout out to RBI blending in Terry Collier's vocals from the song. That's what you hear in the back.
I was like, wait, where's that second voice coming from?
Yeah.
Oh, he went with the swing. Walking it down.
Yeah, Terry Collier. Shout out to Shawnee Chief, Paint Live, and Maz Paz next to a legendary artist too.
Hey, man. Yo.
Shout out to my boy Priest.
I love this, y'all. Seriously.
I know that voice anywhere.
Played that song so many times, man. So many times. Rest in peace, Terry Collier. Rest in peace, and Nujabes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Beautiful, bro. Beautiful.
Thank you, man. So yeah, that's what y'all got to look forward to, man. It's Yeah, it's and what's dope too, let me just say this, and any of you who've seen artists perform live, and Namu, I'm about to answer your question right now. But any of you who've seen certain bands or performers live, like a lot, you know, sometimes you get almost the same set. And I can tell you right now, yo, we're planning out the joint, and there's going to be a couple songs that we did last year that we're doing this year, but it's a different set. You know, like we got, when I met with AJ and was showing him what I'm thinking, because AJ is our music director, man. When I met with him to show him what I was thinking for this year, he's like, "Oh man, you changing up a lot." I was like, "Yeah, bro. I'm trying to make sure, because you know I'm blessed. All of us are blessed to have fans that they show up every time."
Yeah.
And because when I've done shows locally, a lot of the same faces are there. And I don't know if more people are coming. I expect more people are coming this year than last, just based off of the fact that people are literally messaging me, asking me where tickets are going on sale. So that's something that wasn't happening last year. So
Right.
But like, yo, you know, I'm very conscious of the fact that, man, the willingness of certain people to show up like every week and watch this, the willingness of people to show up every time there's a local live performance, and trying to be conscious of the fact that, man, I got a lot of material. So, you know, of course, we're celebrating 25 years of To This Union, but we're going to do not even the whole album. We're going to do certain tracks from the album, like maybe like half of the album. And then, man, we're diving deep where, like, you know, there's going to be certain tracks that sonically like are not that far removed from this sound. And then, like, you know, like one of the tracks we got planned was on this Substantial versus Samurai Champ Blue mixtape. So like deep cuts, you know what I mean? That you like certain tracks I've never performed live before. So yeah, man. So I can't stress it enough. Those of you who are thinking about coming, yo, you're in for a treat, because you're gonna get a few of the things that you know and come to expect at my shows, but like half of the set is gonna be stuff that maybe you've never seen live before, or definitely haven't seen it with me in a live band. You know?
Excellent. Get my Mr. Burns on over here.
Yeah, excellent. You know. Oh, and here's like for anybody who didn't know who makes up the band, it's right there. It looked a lot better when I typed it up, and then it just kind of got jumbled.
AJ Rios on drums,
Lizzie
Blue on keys, Jonathan Smalls on bass, DJ RBI on the turntables, Stephanie Gale on lead vocals.
Yeah, and I rapped a verse or something. Yeah, you know I mean, but yeah, those are the more important core. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, you know I mean, just a reminder once again, man. If you haven't scanned the QR code yet, scan that QR code or check this link. Other way, Tone. Other way. So, boom, there it is. Right. But yeah, man, you can scan that joint or check the link in the comments or whatever to make sure that you are following us on Eventbrite, so that way you get notified when tickets go on sale. And remember, no matter how far away you live, if you're a person that's been thinking about, you know, like coming to the DC area and looking for a reason to come out, man, this will be a great opportunity. The show is going to be Friday night. We're doing a brunch Saturday morning for those of you who do the highest level or the VIP option. And then, yo, you got the rest of your Saturday and early Sunday to decide if you want to kick it a little bit longer and all that good stuff, man. So come out. It's a good time. Last year we had people travel from all over the country. Oh, wait a minute. Stop for a second.
Mag
Shout out to the home. Yeah, Mag, what up, man? Good to see you up in here, bro. Oh, man. Yeah, dude.
Super dope.
Yeah, man. Listen, me and Tone, I've definitely had some conversations with Tone about stuff. Mag, no, I'm a fan.
Super dope artist, bro. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man. Sure. Yeah, so definitely, man, come out. It's going to be a great time. Last year we had people come out from the West Coast, Colorado. We had people come out from Florida. People came from like Vermont. Virginia's a big state, so people who came from Southern VA and drove like 2-3 hours to be at the show. Yeah, man, people came from the Midwest and stuff. It was just, I didn't even expect all that, if I'm being real. And
well, listen, this one's gonna be bigger, like 100. Hey, pause. This is like 1,000,000%. I know. You know what? we're putting the moratorium on the pause. Like,
yeah.
This shit got out of hand. Like, we added to the history of pause by just making the damn album 20 odd years ago, right? So like, let's not, right?
Okay.
Anyways, we're done. We're not doing it. So,
Okay.
No, this one is going to be just like a substantially larger event.
Hey.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually super duper excited. Like you've told me about, the event and like what you're planning to do. And then like when you pair it with the anniversary, and then you start pairing it with a documentary, like if you are watching this right now, if you're live or you're watching this after the fact and you are even considering going anywhere for some hip hop music, come to this event. Like this is going to be amazing. Live music,
man.
like everybody at the top of the craft. Like just if you want to be just surrounded by art and like love, like come through. So this is going to be literally twice the size of what you did last time. So you know, I'm excited for this.
Yeah, man. No, it's gonna be special, man. And my goal is to keep this annual like event going on or whatever. Keep doing it in the region and stuff. Like we're gonna be with Crescendo for as long as they have us, and our hope is that it becomes so big that either we got to turn it into a 2-night event type of thing, or eventually we just have to move it. But Crescendo's been great to us, man. My dream would be to do it in Maryland proper, like where I'm actually from. But this is as close to home as we can get it right now, and still get all the support. Like people treating you right matters, man. And it's not to say there aren't any venues in Maryland that we couldn't do it with, who wouldn't be great as well. But I already have the relationship. Hell, my office is literally upstairs. So we're rocking with the fam, man, because they're rocking with us. But it's a great venue if you've never been. It's rare that we go to like a venue where some quality real hip hop is happening, and the bathrooms are actually nice. It's like, you know what I mean? Come on, bro. Like, come on. We've all been there. You've traveled so really far, bro. You really gotta go. And I ain't talking about like
when there's locks on the actual doors.
Hey, bro. Stalls. Or there's an actual door on the store. On the stall. Come on, bro.
I have so many stories. I'm not gonna fuck up your stream with the stories.
Nah, it's cool.
So many stories of like needing a bathroom at a venue, and oh my god, they're always terrible.
Yeah,
always terrible. It's like it's almost as if they build the whole venue and then they forget about the artists that are gonna be performing there, and they just be like, oh yeah, fuck them. Like they can piss in a bucket. Like they don't care.
For all we care. Dude, it's too real. It's too real, man. Yeah, yo. So
literally had moments where I'm like there was a time. Okay, this is totally quick, but like we were on tour, spring tour years ago. Me and No, like I don't know what the fuck we ate. Like something was just hitting us wrong, and we were guarding the bathroom door for each other because it was like no way that you like people could just walk in. There was no stall. Like it was brutal, bro.
Yo, bro, I've been there. How about times where like you're booked to do your thing at a venue, and where your hotel is not very close to the venue. Like you can't just walk to the joint, and even if you could, you wouldn't, because fans are outside and all of that. So bro, then you walk into the venue, you do sound check, and you gotta go. Yeah. You know what I mean when I say you gotta go, right? Go. And you look at this venue like, ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way in hell. I know our hotel is across town, but I'm asking someone to drive me back just so I can do that. It's like, bro, you can leave the car running. I'm going to just go upstairs, handle my business, and come back because I'm not using it here. Using it here.
No, this was worse when they want you to use the same bathroom as everybody else.
Yo.
And like, there's only one bathroom, and it's like, you got to walk past the people that paid to be there to see you. To get shit. Like,
yo, I know your sneakers. I see your sneakers.
I see your sneakers.
Right.
Ain't nobody else got those adultish fucking sneakers.
I see you wearing the adultish sneakers. I saw you stand up. I see the adultish hat. I know that's you shitting substantial.
Color configuration. Brown in the colorway. I didn't realize that.
Right. Yeah, man.
Terrible.
Too real, bro.
Yeah. Like people, like the struggles that we go through as artists, like just to entertain people, and like the things nobody talks about, like this.
Yeah.
Like.
Too
It's
real.
an actual thing. Yeah.
Yo, shout out to Mag said, I keep the disinfectant wipes on me.
real.
You got
For
to,
real.
bro. Because there's some days where it's like, you know what's about to happen. It's like, and this ain't a squat situation.
Yeah, and like on some real shit, when you're touring, bro, you're eating terribly, and like sometimes you're starving after a show, and there's nothing open. It's all that's open is like some 7-Eleven bullshit.
Too real.
And that shit just tearing your guts up the next day. You know what I'm saying? And like it'll hit you at the worst possible time. And man, yeah, it's a tough life.
So all my artists watching right now, couple cheat codes for you. Number one, Maglo said keep disinfectant wipes on you. Absolutely. Disinfectant wipes, hand sanitizer, all the things, right? Yes. Also, like with the whole thing that Tone was just talking about with like how bad eating is on the road, one of the best things you can do is start to build a database of your own of like healthier restaurant options in all of the places that you travel to, or especially places you frequent, right? Like know what the options are. Find the healthier options everywhere you go. Do your research ahead of time. Like there's a lot of times where I'm on the road, like I'll eat straight up vegan, because I know I'm gonna be on the road for a minute, and I know we're gonna have like shitty options in most places. So I'll find those type of restaurants locally ahead of time, because it's just like putting that on somebody who doesn't eat the way I eat is like it's unfair. You know what I mean? Even if it is the promoter and stuff. Like I try not to make people cater to me too much. Like if it ain't in the rider, you ain't got to worry about it.
I mean, that's a whole combo unto itself. Like we've always had like the lowest requirements of all the artists I've ever dealt with. Like our shit's like, yo, can I get some tea and like an orange?
Yeah, bro. Like just give me the money you were gonna spend on that, and I'll take care of it. You know,
come on.
Find a grocery store too, like where you are. Like I always try to like go to a convenience store. Like if I'm in a foreign country, like somewhere in Japan and stuff, they usually have better options at the little local mini marts than like we have in the United States a lot of times. So I'll pick up like fruit and all of that, or if I'm near a grocery store, I'll get all of that, put that in my mini fridge ahead of time. So in case we leave the venue and I look for something to eat and it's trash, I'm just like, you know what? I got these I got a little fruit and other things and little healthier granola bars and stuff at the crib, so I'll just go ahead and figure that out later. Hey, yo, Joshua says, sounds like mud butt.
Yeah, man.
Bro.
Keeping Pepto-Bismol in business since
you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's why Cam was really rocking pink. You know what I'm saying? Official sponsor of the Diplomat Tour.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? But nah, it's too real, bro. Especially when you go into certain countries too, man. Like I had a ton of stuff when I went to Uganda. What's crazy is like I went to Uganda and I went to Morocco. And in Uganda I had no problems. Yeah. Morocco laid me out.
You told me that shit. That was terrible, bro.
Yo, it was god awful.
Yeah. There's nothing there are far few things that are worse than having like stomach issues when you're traveling. Like you know, you done paid like mad dough to get somewhere, travel time, all that, and then like you know your stomach's just like, yeah, we ain't doing none of that shit.
None of that.
It's just like
right.
You're like, oh fuck. Can't see the pyramids today.
Yo, too real, man. When we were in Morocco, I know you know the story. They don't probably know, but yo, we were supposed to go to we went to
by the way, I'm sorry that I did this to your stream.
Hey man, it's cool. Listen. They've been with me long enough to know that sometimes we go places that aren't intended. This is not where we planned on being, but we're here now. You know what I mean? But yeah, bro, we were supposed to go to where were we? We were in Marrakesh, but then we were supposed to go to Casablanca, right? We were supposed to go there. And yeah, man, we made the mistake of trying to be healthy and be like, yo, we're going to go. And that's real too. Like you want to go somewhere healthy. So we see a dude like doing all fresh juices and stuff on the street, but he's a street vendor.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like, nah, we need to go to a juice bar, fam. You know what I mean? A cafe. Not a dude on the street, like with no gloves on, breaking up pomegranate and and mashing out oranges with a thing that that looked like it ain't been washed. Like the machine he's using looked like it ain't been washed in ages, bro.
I mean, look again, and this is not like we're not like there are cultural differences.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
But the problem is you're coming from America.
Mm-hmm.
With your fucking virgin ass gut, with your
Yeah.
your antibodies are not built for that.
Hey, bro, we
juice.
soft, dog.
You know what
It's
I'm
like
saying?
we might have a lot of gun violence and shit here, but but bro, if we ain't holding some cold steel in our hand, we are soft as baby shit, son.
Yeah, man. You know?
we ain't built for life out here, man.
That's
It's
right.
like
I need my PFAS. You know what I'm saying? I need my forever chemicals. I need my microplastics. And my pesticides and my food. That's what I need, bro. I need my processed joints.
Right.
I need my Monsanto fucking seeds.
all the things.
I need all
the
that.
things. You know what I'm saying? Just make me the mutant I am today. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. Hey, shout out to I Like the Turtles 14. Why am I only now finding out the Substantial has a weekly show? Don't know, don't care, but welcome. You know what I mean? I'm happy you're here now. Don't matter that you just found out today. The point is you're here now. So welcome and enjoy, man. Every Friday at noonish some days, But yeah, man. Yo, just think about all the stuff we covered.
Yes. Oh, you're gonna have a great time watching this back.
Yes, absolutely. So a couple quick announcements before we go, because we're gonna head out of here in the next 10, so I can make sure I edit up this joint. So, man, a couple quick things. Just a reminder: had a great meeting today with the producers of our show in Madrid in March. So Europe tour for Marcus D is still being booked. We already confirmed for Madrid. We have something lined up for Rennes, France that I'll announce once the last of the information is locked in very soon. And we're in talks with some other cities too, but things aren't confirmed yet. But this one is already rocking. Tickets are already being sold. Can't wait to go to Madrid for the first time. Jesus Christ, what's happening to me? For the first time. There was something I was going to say with a W, and I just ran it together. I can't even remember what the hell I was going to say. That was trash.
Okay, that was not Freudian, whatsoever, at all. That was an actual slip. No worries.
Yo, it's like, what was I about to say? Oh, man.
Let's just keep it moving.
We're going to do that. We're going to keep it moving. Hey, but, man, shout out to those of you who've already copped tickets. It was dope, talking today and finding out how many tickets already been. Oh, man. Okay, all right, Tone, I need you to hold it down for a second. I'm going to put you on the screen. You talk to the people for a minute.
Okay.
That's it. Not even longer. 30 seconds tops. Because I just realized there's something I want to show them. Hold up.
Okay.
There you go.
Hi. How's it going, everyone? My name is Tonedeff. I'm formerly of QN5 Music, Extended Fam and The Plague. I'm currently members of that. Also, I just wanted to let you know that Substantial is throwing an amazing event coming in February. So please get your tickets. Go to the Eventbrite links. Go ahead and go in the chat and find all of the information you need to know in order to partake in this amazing event. Substantial has stepped out for a moment to go grab something that he's going to bring back and surprise us with. I have no idea what that is. And we're back.
Hey, yo. Best co-host ever. Best. Listen, Tone's made for this, man. Let me tell you. All right, I found out. So I do have a surprise for everybody. Something. It's Tone.
Fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
I'll send you a cardboard cutout. You can just post it up in the back.
So look, I got something I want to show folks. So the Kickstarter for Bop Alloy is coming soon. Completely forgot to bring this up, and then I saw it in the window. I was like, oh yeah. So
Dude,
here we go.
This is like a massive fucking news item. What are we doing here? Look at this.
Mm-hmm. You see that right there?
Yes.
This nice little. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. You're looking.
Look at this. Look how pretty this is.
Okay.
Oh, look at this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so fire.
Now wait for it. Hold on.
Is this wood? This is actual wood?
Yeah.
Damn it. Sorry. Look at this.
Right.
Look at this.
Yeah,
Look at
man.
the craftsmanship. Look how pretty that is.
So USB-C, then the regular USB on the other side.
Oh.
So the whole catalog. It's the whole catalog. So you know how I have the cassette, the USB with my whole catalog, but with the Bop Alloy joint, because of the theme of the new album, and it's kind of we've always with Saxophone Jones and stuff, he's this amalgamation of all of the different instruments and equipment and stuff. And so with this new album cover, it looks like it almost looks like, post-apocalyptic, like new meets old type of thing, you know what I mean? And so I was like, we should do something that kind of feels like that. So like having the wood joint where it looks like this old thing and like the little carving in it, but then opening it up and it's something modern, you know what I mean?
That's so dope. I love that.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Amazing. So the entire catalog is on that?
Yeah. So the entire Bop Alloy catalog. So we're debating if it's going to be just Bop Alloy stuff or if we're going to put all of his stuff and all of my stuff plus our stuff together. Because obviously if we do that, we got to charge way more. Because I charge $75 for the cassette that has my songs alone is 500 songs.
Yeah.
Right.
Dude, first of all, come on, bro.
Yeah.
500 songs, man.
Yeah, so that includes Bop Alloy stuff. But if we put Marcus's stuff on there, because Marcus is as prolific as me, if not more so.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, we're talking about bare minimum. We gotta be talking about like close to 800 tracks. If not,
listen,
like
I don't want to shortchange the people, but if I was purchasing something that said Bop Alloy on it, I would just want only the Bop Alloy stuff because I have OCD and I just wanted to make sure that it's like compartmentalized to only the thing. You know what I mean?
Right. So yeah, that's why I think we're just gonna kind of go with just the Bop Alloy stuff, and that way we can keep the price like semi-reasonable. You know what I mean? Instead of being like, $200. You know what I'm
how
saying?
many Bop Alloy songs are there like in total?
So like me and Marcus alone, like just so all right, let's do this real quick. Great question, Tone. Let's answer that right now.
Let's do the math, shall we?
Yeah, for sure. Because
Maglo
like
says 500 is crazy, and he's correct. That is fucking
man.
insane.
So here's what's crazier. Yes, that is crazy, Maglo. But to that point, hold up, bring that back up so I can actually see you. To that point, what's even crazier than that is technically I have over 800 credits, right? It's only 500 songs on the thing because it doesn't include like people's albums where I don't have permission to like pull all of my songs from other people's albums. So now when you throw that into the mix, and then credits can also mean like maybe something I've written for, but I'm not actually rapping on the song, right? Or like the fact that there's artists where I literally, and Tone has these type of credits too, where Tone is mixed and mastered for other people, right? So I have those credits, and then I got credits where like I did the artwork for people, you know what I mean? And Tone got those credits too. So when you put all of my credits together, including those type of things, now we're talking about like 800 something, you know? And so yeah, man, but yeah, I've been working, bro.
You've been working.
Yeah, I mean, keeping these babies off these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? But yeah, dude. So we're figuring out how many Bop Alloy songs. Spotify is open. Unfortunately, that was the first music app I thought to open because they programmed us all.
Yeah.
So
fuck that whole app for real.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm already moving to titles like a family joint, like because. Yeah. You know, it's just like, man, they
can't anymore. Like they've so completely lost the fucking plot.
Yeah,
it's so obvious at this point that it's like difficult for me to even care that my shit is on there. Shit.
It's too real, bro. Like, yeah, I think like even before, like, he started Daniel X started supporting the military stuff or whatever, the AI military stuff he was helping to fund. Yeah. Even before that, like for some people that was the final straw, and then for other people the ICE thing was the final straw. I was like, let me know you don't care about musicians without saying you don't care about musicians.
Fuck them. Yeah.
For everybody that said that stuff, I was just like, yo, musicians been telling you for years this is trash, and like, yo, it takes this other stuff like, oh, this is a real issue. I'm like, so screw every family member of yours that's ever tried to make a living doing this, right?
Bro, they just acquired the biggest bitches of on hip hop planet.
Who Sampled?
Fucking Who Sampled. WhoSampled.com is a goddamn scourge for hip hop. Like the fucking irony of Who Sampled is like it's a bunch of sample snitch fucking dick nerds that I know where that record's from, and meanwhile these fucking IP lawyers are just suing everybody that like we got sued off of WhoSampled.com. I know multiple friends that have been sued off WhoSampled.com.
Yeah,
these fucking sample snitches are going on there highlighting shit for lawyers. So and the fact that Spotify acquired them, like the whole game basically is laid bare. Like You know, we got Elon Musk, we got Jack Dorsey, like all these guys basically want to do away with IP law. Like, in my personal opinion, the whole thing is going to end up being a bot takedown, copyright, this. Eventually, they're going to consolidate all the fucking IP under one publisher. They're going to own all the labels, and they're not going to have to pay anybody to have their music up there because they're going to own everything. So it's like all of this shit is just going to end up being used against the fucking artists, and they're already paying themselves with fake AI artists anyway. So it's like what the fuck are we even putting money and time and effort and creativity into this platform that's not even paying us back? Fuck Spotify, bro. Like, my shit is only there for the convenience of the people that are using it. And like, if it was up to me, you know, and people, you know, weren't using it like that, like, I wouldn't have my shit up there anyway. It's just for people.
Yeah, for real, man. Like, it's so this is a great question somebody asked. You think Spotify bought Who Samples so they can use it to train AI? What are your thoughts on that one?
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, I basically touched on this. I've been very vocal about Spotify in general. Like, I've been seeing the game plan, you know, for years and years and years when they started introducing all of the Spotify for artists and all this. It's basically a big old fucking payola scheme. It's a joke. WhoSample.com is awful. Like, it's been awful. I fucking hate that website, right? So them purchasing Who Sampled, and they're trying to dress it up as song DNA, and now you can go deeper into the research and know where you're bullshit. The whole fucking thing is to enable the labels to fucking pick apart who sampled what, and you're gonna see like a shit ton of DMCA notices. There's gonna be a shit ton of takedowns. All this shit's gonna happen until they fucking consolidate all of the IP rights. That's all they're looking to do. You don't spend millions of dollars acquiring a company for the benefit of your listeners. No, you do it because the fucking bottom line is 10 years from now, we're going to own all the fucking copyrights for all of the shit that we're doing. And the fastest way to do that is to buy a company that specializes in identifying all this shit. So like, now it's not going to be left up to the users. Now it's going to be botted, and the AI is 1,000% going to go through and figure out what samples who and who samples what and who owns the rights and consolidating all that. That's the whole fucking point.
Yeah, man. You know? So old man moment incoming, right? You know how we found samples in our day, right? Right. Like, that's what's so annoying about where we are now, right? Like, and why people don't like Who Sampled. The way I found samples back in the day was I actually listened to music, right? Like, I actually purchased music, found and stumbled on a sample, or I was at somebody else's house listening to music in their collection and found a sample. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes one I wanted to use, and then other times that like it was something that was already used. And let's make it clear. Like, I get for the people who try and play devil's advocate, well, people stealing anyway, this, that, and I'm like, yeah, and you were perfectly fine enjoying the stuff that was stolen too. The fact of the matter is, most of us, right, and I won't even say most of us, I'll speak for myself. Me, right? Bro, if I could afford to clear a sample, I would, right? Literally, on the last album I released, like 2 of the biggest samples on the record I cleared, right? One, I sampled an artist I knew, right? And then the second one was I sampled like a band that I discovered because we ended up on the same Spotify playlist. And I liked their stuff so much, I started following them. And then during the pandemic, I was like, yo, this song would make a fire beat. Like, let me see if I can flip it. And then when I flipped it, I reached out to them, was just like, hey, I'm thinking about making a song with one of y'all joints. Could y'all check this out? And they were like, oh my God, that's crazy. We love what you did with it. It's a single thug tier. And then I was just like, yo, how much? Like, how much? And they introduced me to their label. They're a small indie act. And then I cleared it. One of the best pieces of advice I could give to all artists who prefer to sample. Hey, yo, there's so many musicians nowadays who are making original music. Stop like sampling the stuff on majors. Stop going for the mainstream, the low-hanging fruit. Like, yo, dig deeper. But not just dig deeper to find joints that nobody will ever be able to figure this out. Eventually someone will. So what you do is find other struggling independent artists, they ain't even gotta be struggling, just other indie artists who are releasing stuff on their own. And this process to get your sample cleared is going to be way easier. And then more importantly, you can credit somebody who's on the come up like you know what I mean? Or who could use some more fans, who's going to be far more appreciative instead of trying to gut you. right for every bit of the joint, because the song wouldn't be the song without what you got from me. I was like, yeah, and the 6 other samples that are in there.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Sir, like,
Yeah.
shout out to Lou Reed. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Word up. No, I mean,
Yeah.
look, like sampling in general, you know, the kind of the way you have to kind of look at it is people forget that hip hop is a counterculture art movement. Like the entire shit was built off vandalism.
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like jacking beats, like the whole shit started as a counterculture movement. And like, you know, when you really look at what happened with sampling, you know, we went through goddamn 20 plus years of shit, you know, off a Casio keyboard with like thin ass beats, and like we lost sampling because motherfuckers were getting sued out the ass for it. And people just, the labels just wouldn't want to clear samples anymore. It had to be all original. You know, we had our Swizz Beats era, you know what I mean? And like the music changed because we couldn't sample anymore, you know?
Right.
And like now as things have kind of gone off, and like as the proliferation of music software has changed, where you can make something sound lo-fi, you can make it sound old when you're making music. So we got all these like sample producers coming back that are like using sample packs and like these kind of ready-made songs, and then everybody ends up using the same things, and it's all kind of weird. But like at this point, you know, sampling, I love sampling. Like I love the creation of a new song based off an interpolation of something else. Like when you listen to like, you know, the way that PE would, you know, Bomb Squad would flip samples, and like the sample collage era. I mean, fucking Jay Zone, bro. Like,
yeah, Jay Zone's crazy, bro.
This guy's a fucking genius. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like the way that, you know, you can create something new out of pre-existing elements. I mean, that is punk as fuck, as hip hop as fuck. And it's like, we can't do it anymore because of shit like this. It's because of people on Who Sampled giving up the goods. Like, this is counterculture music. If you don't want more of this, then snitch on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want more dope hip hop with samples, then like play the game and like let us, you know, let motherfuckers work, you know, and let us cook, and like don't be sample snitching. You know, Premier said it, No said it. I say, like, don't sample snitch.
Yeah,
you know?
The fact that people literally go in the comments of the joint and be like, "Yo, what's the original sample for this?" I'm like, is this what we're doing?
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, yo,
Like,
first,
you don't get it.
like, one, you don't get it. Second of all, that's lazy as fuck. Like,
know,
like again, I didn't find most of the samples that I found over time because someone told me, or I just asked outright. There was something special about going through the collection and then listening to a song. And then, like, yo, shout out to Dilla, man. Like, Dilla in particular, because so many of these dudes, and like, yo, this is why, hey, man, keeping it a buck. And I know some of my producer friends don't like when I say this shit, but I'm going to say it anyway. Like, yo, a lot of producers are lazy as fuck, one, right? Two, like, as a dude who raps and produce, it's much easier for me to make beats than it is to write rhymes. You know what I mean? Like, and so, you know, and most producers that I think that try to argue that down, they do one of the two things, and you know which thing they do. You know what I mean? But like, dude, like, I just feel like I love what Dilla did, because, man, like, when I would hear certain joints that Dilla sampled, it's just like, bro, like, I'm listening to the song for like 3-4 minutes before I even get to the thing he sampled. And it's just like, yo, this is crazy. Like, it let me know that, like, bro, he wasn't just sample farming, bro. He was enjoying some music and then found something cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because the greatest sample-based producers are the ones that dig, and the ones that are using odd elements or unexpected timings or flipping things in a way that you would never expect to have done, right? So like, that's the beauty of it. But we can't even get to that if motherfuckers is out here getting people sued.
Yeah.
Like, it just kills the whole fucking art form. Like, all right, so I'm going to answer this really quickly.
Yes.
So it says, Ross says, as an upcoming artist who doesn't want to use Spotify but understands the convenience that people have with it, how would you navigate it? Should an artist use it or boycott it completely? Look, obviously, everybody's got to use their own conscience and do whatever it is that they need to do. Like, from a business decision, right? I'm a tiny artist on a fucking global scale. I need to be everywhere people listen to music, period. If I don't, I am fucked. Like, I can't eat, I can't feed my animals. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to be everywhere, okay? But I'm never going to prioritize Spotify. Like, I'm not going to make that my presence on that platform a priority. I'm not going to spend extra money. I'm not going to fucking play along with their little games and pay them extra to get more exposure and try to get on their playlist and make, drive traffic to them. They have enough. Fuck them, right? I'd rather spend that money building my own platforms. That's what I would do, So my shit is only going to be there out of convenience. And there will come a day when they eventually get overtaken or something else better comes along that's more convenient for people. And I will be happy about that because I don't give a fuck about that platform. So yes, that's my 2 cents.
Yeah, man. I couldn't agree more. And there are other options out here and stuff. Bandcamp is one that we've been co-signing for years. Bandcamp sometimes has their issues too.
Yeah, they do.
What Tone is saying about building your own platform, like having your own website where people could download the stuff directly from you, would definitely be a smart thing to do. I know the website I currently have, you can buy everything at my website except digital downloads, and that's something I've been thinking about fixing in the upcoming year. So, but yeah, man, I would say just definitely go that path of establishing your own thing and just understanding that they are trying to treat artists like employees. I literally had a meeting with Deezer where they were just like, yeah, we're just trying to talk to you so we can figure out how we can better help you and stuff like that. I was like, well, the first thing you can do is stop treating me like I work for you, because I don't work for you. You see what I'm saying? We create a thing that you're able to leverage and make money off of, but we do not work for you. You know what I mean? So, for example, if you got all these people on your staff, it's not hard for them to figure out what playlist to put me on, right? I told them, I was like, you got a Nujabes playlist or stuff like Nujabes playlist, but the only songs of mine you got on there are the songs I did with them. But then meanwhile, for these other artists, you got all this other stuff. You got artists who never worked with them on there. I was like, but somehow you keep just overlooking every new thing I do.
Yeah.
And it ain't just me. It's Funky DLs, everybody that ever worked with him. I was like, that's part of the problem, right? So, because you're encouraging people, hey, make new stuff, keep putting out new stuff. It's part of the reason why I won't co-sign Even all the way either. I think what Even is doing is interesting. But when I met with them, when I was a part of the artist, one of the things I asked them was, it was like, yo, you're saying a lot about new music. I'm like, sir, I got a catalog with hundreds of songs. And it sounds like to me, your company, your current model doesn't value back catalog. And that's a problem for me because I don't know how many more albums I got in front of me, but I definitely got more than most people will have in their career behind me. So until you figure out how you're prioritizing that, I can't fuck with you because you can't convince me that it's not valuable. Bro, I got people in my inbox damn near once every 2 weeks trying to buy my whole catalog.
Yeah.
So clearly it's worth money.
Yeah.
Clearly. You think these random white folks gonna be showing up trying to buy this shit if it wasn't worth money? Fuck are we talking
For real.
about?
1,000%.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. What are we talking about? So but anyway, man, we gotta get out of here. I just hit the mark where I can't do the auto break it up into little pieces.
Oh shit. Okay.
I gotta use this other software I use to do that now, but it's all good. Hey man. Always a great time, bro. Catching up, man. I hope you had a good time today, bro.
You too, man. Thanks for having me on. Shouts to everybody in the chat. Peace.
Yeah, man. Everybody, thank Tone for coming through. Clap it up for my brother from another mother, But yeah, man. Quick shout out to everyone in the chat who stuck around this whole time, man. Shout out to Roz for the great questions. Shout out to Maglo in the house. Steph stuck with us the whole day. Steph, you still got a job, right? I'm just making sure. You know what I'm saying? I know it's been crazy. It's been crazy in America. So, I'm just letting me know. I hope you ain't tee off on nobody today. You know what I mean? A super shout out to the homie So Soon. I think it's his birthday, if I'm not mistaken, too. So Soon is only putting a couple full tracks on Spotify. The rest will be 30-second clips. Yeah, Curtis King was doing something like that too, where he literally had commercials in his songs, saying, yeah. So he put it up on there, but every song was like a commercial for letting them know a better place to get his stuff. So I was like, yeah. So man. We got options out here, and it's important for us to act like act accordingly. Let's see. Tonedeff should be in more of these streams. You two are entertaining as a pair, man. That's hey.
We are old friends, man.
Yes, absolutely.
We got too much history.
Absolutely. 17 years gets me things. Okay. Days off. Okay, cool. I'm just making sure you ain't in trouble, sis. You know what I'm saying? Who we got to show up at your job and come pay a visit. Thank you. Love when I can sit on the type of conversations with legends. Truly blessed. Man, thank you, bro. Laugh my ass off. We got ads too. Yeah, man. But yo, once again, thank you to everybody, man. Happy Friday. Again, I will be adding the Black Friday deals up real soon, so just check for that. I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss anything else. Yeah, a lot of upcoming events. Next week, I will post the information for this talk that I'm doing in the DMV. It's going to be in DC proper. I will share that information with you soon. Of course, I'll see you at MomoCon next year. There's other stuff, but yeah, man, we're going to wrap it up there. Tone, thanks again, bro.
Of course, man. Love you, bro.
Love you too, man.
Peace.
Hey, y'all have a great weekend, y'all. Peace. It's time for my daughter's favorite part of the show. Here we go. Who made it to the end? Who made it to the end? You made it to the end. Who made it to the end? Who made it to the end? You made it to the end. Yo. Who made it to the end? You made it to the end. Who made it to the end? You made it to the end. Who made it to the end? You made it to the end. Yo. Subscribe, like, do whatever you like. Stay subscribed, like, do whatever you like. That's right.